don't ask place. Either way, so we have a 2v2, and I'm not sure if Breeze Brothers is calling AFK because he did pause the game. Now he's got 2 villagers on coin. He does appear to be here. He did just send his villager up to gather that 30 coin treasure.
India, Dutch,
Shift Control F will turn on the fog. So of course we have an interesting choice of civilizations, I suppose. With 2v2 there isn't, I mean, you can't really balance team games any more than you can for 1v1, but you do have more variety in that you've got 2 different civilizations. You can maybe carry out sort of slinging strategies at some point, like if one person is in age 2, the other's in age 4, you can sling, well, age 4 will normally have the better economy, so you can kind of not sling them up to age 3, but tribute them resources. Looks like over here Age of Killer was about to get that 50 wood treasure from Kinesi, steal it, but then he kind of he clicked and then he misclicked again, so he did not get that after all. Nothing much else to comment. Yeah, so trap cart for Kinesi. Another 50 wood treasure going to legendary Hassa. Okay, yellow playing in the Indian civilization. Yeah, we'll refer to them as we'll refer to them by the in-game names. 35 coin here. Snow leopard.
Alright, so just cut the talk for a sec.
Alright.
Who do you reckon the MU's favoured for? What civilizations? India?
I don't really play these civilizations very much. I played Japan a bit, not very much of the Aztec civilization. Maybe Dutch.
Right,
I'm very unfamiliar with all these civilizations really. Japan is a bit odd because Japan kind of wants to boom, while on the other hand Aztec most of the time you kind of forward pace with them, at least from experience, and you kind of rush a bit. India will probably be doing aggro fort somewhere in the center of the map over here.
Nah, I think India will do a naked FF with the Sir Musket FF.
Yeah, sure. Oh well, no, that's not going to happen.
Get the Urumi.
Heavenly Kami coming in for the Japanese player, and distributivism for the Indian player.
Very, very unstandard ship.
Extremely unstandard. 3 settlers, wow. Who would have expected that from the Dutch player? 3 settlers.
300 wood's, I think, the most standard shipment for India, so very badly played so far by Aizamk.
Yeah.
3 villas
okay,
again.
so yeah, here as we can see, it looks like the aggro fort's going to be placed in a slightly more defensive location. Maybe over there might have been more aggressive. But he did age up with 14 villagers, so he can't
Actually,
really
he should have placed it there
there.
because there's a mine and the hunt there. He could secure that.
Well,
he's not really securing.
Well,
he's
he's still securing all his hunts in his base over here, you see. So at least he's going to be fine for the rest of the game. What's important is to see where the Aztec player is going to send any forward villagers. There's so far no forward villagers I can see. He's got 2 forward goats. They're not quite the same. I think that's something worth watching. Okay, so there's also still scouting.
Goats can build. There's a card called Goat Build, I'm pretty sure. So.
Are you from New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dairoga, of course. Yeah.
For India.
Right. So Dairoga, of course, up to the next stage as the Aztec.
What do you think about that shrine for Kinesi, the first one, the one in his base? Why would you wouldn't you place shrines forward to deny your opponents from having hunts later on?
Oh, it's fine because you've got quite a lot of hunt there. Kinesi, of course, being a very defensive walling, so you see him putting up a wall over here.
Yeah, pretty lame.
It's alright because it's Aizamk patch, 1.5k HP, got half the hit points each down. Yeah, it's a pretty cheap wall, so this whole thing, no, it's cost the same. Anyway, this whole thing costs 20 wood when you delete all the segments. Yes, he's done his instant, he's probably got a hotkey or a macro for that set up. Instant walling.
Anyway,
yep.
So both players are aged up, all players. And we have the Warheart just went up for Dairoga. It's a base, so pretty defensive.
Yep.
And 400 wood. Wait, was that
7,
700 wood?
of
That's a
course,
shipment.
700 wood shipment for
Yeah, it
the
was. Sorry,
escalator.
yeah,
They
yeah,
tend
it
to do
was.
that.
He aged up
So
pretty
interesting
fast,
enough,
so.
both sides being rather defensive. Breeze, of course, making more banks as Dutch does. It's a bank
I
simulator.
thought it was illegal.
ESOC
I thought it was
patch.
illegal to rotate the building. So it's a
No, I
tournament.
think ESOC patch kind of made it legal because of the. If you go to options in ESOC patch, you basically see that there's a building rotator check on and off, so it's kind of legalized now.
Alright, sweet. Well,
And we've
huge
got
war going on
Coyote
for
runners
Kinesi.
coming out for Diogo. Of course, yes, as you mentioned, Kinesi building a great wall, Japan.
And
So both of them
sequel,
being very defensive. Of course,
7
Kinesi,
sequels coming in
yeah,
for
well,
Aizamk.
yeah, lots
Team
of
3
shrines.
villas.
Team 3
Team
villas,
3 villas.
common
That's pretty good.
common card for Aztec, I suppose.
So I
Because there
think
is, of course,
his
6 villagers.
yellow is just playing like Eco is making like sepoys and some pressure.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yes.
how much he'll be able to do by himself, but he will probably run into these Coyote runners, maybe pick up 1 or 2 if he
Well,
notices
Breeze
in
is
time.
probably going to age soon, so not soon, but like maybe like a minute, like
He's-
2 minutes probably.
He's just deleted a barracks. Well, it was halfway built,
Yeah, what the hell was that? That's really bad. He's just wasted like 100 wood.
basically. But he's Dutch, that's fine. Or he couldn't build a
Yeah,
market.
but you don't need to waste wood. But anyway, 4
Four-
bills
yep.
for what's that?
Kinesi. 4 bills for
Yeah, it's like
Kinesi.
Kinesi.
And 600 wood for our yellow Indian hero. He's trying to do a bit of raiding.
Sepoys.
Yep, coming around the
Sepoys are
back.
coming in.
Of course, there is a house over here which will give blue line of sight. Now, Sepoy's
Yeah.
turning back a bit. He's basically trying to find all the shrines. He's probably identified there is a shrine over here because of how you can't actually hunt on them under the fog of war. Looks like 10 mace coming out for Diaroga.
I'm pretty sure that the shrine pops like 120. I think I don't know the UI, but I'm just guessing it's like 110.
It's
like,
about
by count.
170 actually, so you're way off. He's
Wow,
almost
I
done
didn't
shrine
count.
booming basically.
Okay, I didn't see. I didn't actually see.
Yeah, he's already placed these 2 shrines over here.
Yeah. Right. Well, I don't know what Diary is doing. Like he's making units, but he's not doing anything with.
Well, he is actually
never mind.
raiding a bit with these. They will get spotted by the
Coyotes,
Aga
yeah.
fort.
I'm talking about the mace, but the mace they're probably just stopping sepoys.
They're kind of here just for defense, really. He doesn't want to push in because that would be basically doing 1 versus 2. If he did try to push
Yeah, but
in.
once Dutch goes H3, and if India gets H3,
Yeah, but you can't push in 1 versus 2, can you? Because Japan isn't really doing anything at this point.
no, I'm not saying you
it's
should push,
military,
but
yeah.
like it's gonna be a bit tricky for.
So this bank was kind of denied for a while. Minutemen being called, going the wrong way, just standing there. That's fine. Skirmishers in the north, kind of being attacked by Coyote runners. What the sepoys should be here. In
Coyotes
time
are
to
pretty
save
good
them.
because these sepoys are kind of just running around, but they're not going to do much because these
Elephant.
coyotes can just run away.
Elephant not going to die because Elephant OP. Just gonna casually stroll away. No stomps. No stomps. I wonder if anyone's researching anything.
Wage Killer is
Oh,
not
it's
really
4
aging because he's
villages
making
there.
skirms, I think. Then
Yeah,
again, he's got
he
4
did get
banks, so
1
he should be
barracks
at
up.
least. I don't have the UI, so if you can keep me like informed if anyone's aging
I'll
and
just
stuff.
look around the map. Yeah.
TP going up for.
Nobody
I don't
really
know,
aging at the moment, but if anyone is going to age, it would be yellow. He does have that 1k
3
food and
TPs
400 coin.
for India, which is pretty good.
He's got 5 banks.
5, yeah. Oh, I would write this as EP. You can have 6 without actually sending cards, which is pretty good.
Yeah, so
Forgot about
Diaroga. Yep, Diaroga just sieging down the trading post. No, over here.
I'm pretty surprised that India's score is like really high. It's almost like as good as Japan's. Like
India's a
just
pretty good boomer
underestimate.
because, well, for example, he did send. Oh, look at his card order. He sent distributivism, 600 wood after 5 seaport and 300 export, and he did use that 300 export to get 4 villagers from the Ottoman consulate. Age of Killers.
I know. India's my most
we'll have a
praised,
look at the Dutch build order actually. 3 villas, 700
Wow.
wood, 600 wood, very boomy.
Kinesi's just gonna like do this build that he always does like crossbows and units, just add more walls and
Yeah, more walls can't hurt, especially with that cheap.
kind of. But let's say this goes to age 3 game. What units should the NATO team use to counter like a
Flail
unit
elephants are pretty good, I'd say, just to siege down all these things. No, I'm serious. No, I'm not serious, but anything with high siege, you need something to be sieging down all these shrines. They've basically been left uncontested for most of the game. I think one shrine was sieged down in the northern half of the map.
Breeze still isn't aged up. That's quite annoying. Is he aging up? I don't know.
Not really sure. So yeah, so basically, it looks like the Indian player is going to be aging up before. I mean, of course, the Japanese player did age up before everyone else, but Breeze still has not yet started aging. Breeze, of course, being another alias for the purple player, Age of Killer. He's still needing to gather the necessary food to get the age up, but once he does get all the resources, he will be aging up with the Exiled Prince in just about 30 seconds. More Yumi Archer and walls, so Yumi plus wall. They decided on an OP combo. You don't really need to say that, but yeah. So a few shrines just being sieged down over here. So 0.48 wood per second, so pretty good.
India's aging. I don't know if you pointed that out.
I did, yeah.
800 wood as well, which is pretty nice. We're just going to help with like infrastructure upgrades.
So these Minutemen are very useful. Oh, there's an explorer standing over there, or lying down over there, just staring at him.
Why is Breeze still age 2 though?
He is aging up. He's about 50% of the way done, but it's a bit weird that as a Dutch player he's a bit. Aztecs just started aging. He's aging up with the shaman, which I have no idea what it gives actually.
He's got like what, 6 warrior priests there?
I would like
I
would like him to age up with whatever thing that is that makes his explorer better, because you can tell that perhaps possibly the Dutch player is going to mass falconets, and then you can just abuse a bunch of things to kill them with the explorer. Castle going out for Kinesi. He's doing a.
Seaboys were upgraded to disciplined, so we're probably going to go Seaboys, which makes Dutch maybe going skirm and Felks.
It's possible, but Dutch did just put down a stable, not an artillery foundry. Kinesi, of course, going straight up to the 4th age. Very happy to do so.
Yeah, that's the Shogunate, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He's building a nice wall over here. Just going to keep massing Yumi archers.
Who do you reckon's winning right now, in your opinion, favoured?
If they let Japan have too much time, then Japan can just 1 versus 2 them. Like, Dairyoga can just resign at this point, and then Red will win the game.
Like, I think they need to push now, the NATO team.
Well, they need to do some damage. You see, he's called. I'm not sure why he's got these Minutemen here, but there are Minutemen here in the first place. They may have been called to deal some raids. 5 Reuters scouting a bit, shipment sent. I'm not sure what that was.
I wouldn't be making Reuters. I mean, they're going to go down so
TM5 Arumi has just arrived, so I'd expect them to be pushing right about now if they're going to be doing anything. It's kind of been not too exciting on the battles front.
Artillery foundry went up.
So now that they've seen that, you're right. So now that they've seen that the so Dairyoga's up to the Fortress Age and Kinesi's up to the 4th Age. They know they have to do some damage pretty soon. Of course, Yellow reacting straight away. The purple player being slightly slow, but he is reacting. Castle over here. I don't know if anything's in queue at that castle.
This is bad actually. The Seaboys going in on their own. Like they can get kind of caught. But nah, it's gone back. Yumi, I'll put Yumi's.
The thing is that they don't really have anything that counters Yumi. They don't have any cavalry or anything.
Yumi is kind of rape Yumi, but you need to put them in cover mode, otherwise they're going to die really quickly.
Cover mode, you say?
Or when you get close.
Envoy dead.
Tank.
Rest in peace. Age of Killer.
So,
having another pause. I'm going to just read
elite
the chat.
Is gone.
Yeah.
Alright, so recap. 2 TCs down for India. He's building his 3rd one. Yumi's and Coyotes is pretty much the build for, what's it called? French.
Yeah.
And Sepoys, Skirms, and probably some Felks. Yeah, 5 Felks just came out for Breeze.
Right. So of
I
course
mean,
these flaming arrows here. 5 Falcons going to be very slow to arrive. They're kind of
yeah,
trickling in.
I was about to say that. Like,
But
they
of
should have
course,
had that, like,
there are, coyote runners are going down. So should the 5 Falconets arrive, they'll have plenty of time to do a bit of damage. And at the very least, they'll be able to take down the castle. I would have liked him to train maybe
but
2
4 flaming arrows
culverins.
there, don't forget.
Yeah, but once the falconers get in range, they should be fine. Just doing the little twirly dance. Yeah, so Kinesi smartly just bringing his flaming arrows back so that he can use that range advantage.
They
I
can-
do. Yep.
What stance is
Castle
those
will go
other
down.
set boys in?
That's stagger mode.
Stagger mode, yeah.
It's really good against flaming arrows, of course, because they don't really have that much area damage.
Area. Yeah.
As you can see, yellow kind of sieging down shrines while all this is going on.
Yeah, it's always good.
It's pretty late in the game. I mean, red still has 200 shrine pop. It's not going to do
Yeah, but you
that
have to do
much.
something about it. You can't just let it stand. So.
Yeah. Now the castle going down. Red does like his fortifications. Not sure he's going to be
I never built
upgrading
castles.
this.
I hardly build outposts as well. Because
Kinesi actually with the Dutch consulate at the moment, going to be getting the church wagon, and he's also researching the upgrade which gives shrines plus 500%.
wow, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on their base though, not on the current, so it's not actually 0.5 times 5 or anything. Or times 6 actually.
Anyway, we haven't really seen much of Dairiga. Like,
Well, he's got a few arrow knights. Range stack of 13 times 5 against artillery. It's not
yeah,
probably not
they're
that great.
pretty good. Wow, it's like 10 flaming arrows there, I'm pretty sure. Church wagon in the wrong position there.
He's probably just going to use his tank because you can see he's got 0.2 siege damage. He's identified that his opponent has 5 falconets, so he's going to be using that church wagon tank. No, he's sending it back. Oh, well, I was wrong.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've never
Oh.
actually seen someone use a wagon to tank, but anyway.
Yeah, really.
Backing off, the NATO team have backed off a bit,
Okay.
kind of regrouping.
So the Dutch player also in the 4th
Ooh.
age now.
So 2 siege elephants just came out,
Right.
and 2 coals, so I think this is go time.
Yep, so they should be able to deal with the flaming arrows quite well.
Yeah, but what if the flaming arrows just like take a volley on those set? Oh, never mind. It's stagger mode's gonna. But aren't flaming arrows anti-artillery as well? So how do they do versus siege elephants? Oh, but then again they have sloppy range.
Siege
elephants
elephants are pretty
have really good
decent.
range.
Yep.
And wow, 800 hit points. That's quite monstrous.
I mean, the important thing is that they need to have line of sight of what's happening and vision. I'm not sure what consulate he's on. Oh, so that's completed. So he's currently on the British consulate, the Indian player.
Yeah.
Can you see if, as you can see, well, you don't have the UA, but he basically sent the church so that he could
50 on
research the
doings.
standing army upgrade, which will make his infantry units, i.e. Yumi
Look at the
archers,
score.
doing
Look at the
faster.
score gap between.
There is a score gap, but Dutch is, I mean, like basically everyone's high score at the moment except for the blue player.
Yeah.
He hasn't been
Which
booming
is-
as hard.
Yeah, but don't forget, I'm pretty sure by saying this, don't native civs kind of have less score than Asian civs? And
Most of the time,
general.
probably.
yeah.
The
Especially
team on the
wow.
right not being very good at controlling their artillery. Most of them going down. I was actually expecting them to take out the flaming arrows first before the flaming arrows took out their stuff, but
I think that's just GG in my opinion.
evidently, no, it's not necessarily GG just yet. They will be playing on for a while. I mean, the armies over here are fairly even. Of course, they're definitely in favor of the,
I wouldn't be making Reuters at all in my
of the
opinion.
French
Like,
team.
I mean, they're gonna go down so fast, Arrow Knights and Yumi. Like,
Well, I
you should
mean,
actually be just making calves. Like, they're going full.
I suppose
guess
so, but
he's
you'd
making
have to
good
actually
ones.
upgrade those cavalry and make it sort of surprise time push. Factory coming in for the Dutch player. More
maybe
falconets
he'll
coming
just-
in. I'm not sure what he's doing. He
Maybe if he gets the six, what's it called? From the Dutch church, those 6 war, what are they called? You know, those 6 thingamajig stradiotes, what are they called?
Stradiots. You could, but that's not going to be enough. You need to kind of mix them in with.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
the
like if you mix that
Husserl
in with like
something.
his regular army that could be good. They need to have some cavs that they can't.
I mean, they're not
really
going to work
fight.
at this point. There's way too many Yumi archers. They do have lots of upgrades in them, I assume. Hey, look at the
Yeah, but what
shipment
else can you make?
sent.
And like, you can only make skirms or anything, so you have to make
So he
cavs. I
sent
think.
both of the upgrades for the Yumi archers. He actually sent the Yumi archer upgrades after aging up to 4th age, so it wasn't to kind of build up. He aged up to 4 first, then he sent 4 flaming arrows, and he started sending the Yumi archer upgrades.
2 racks is going down for Kinesi forward, where
Yeah,
the TC is.
Lots of barracks
So-
and lots of shrines. Town centre going down.
I still don't know why. Honestly, like, why would you make Roida? I know you want to protect their belts, but like, it's even better going like.
I mean, if he actually microed his culverins well, he'd have been fine, but he kind of messed it up. Because once you've got the flaming arrows out of the way, then Falconet plus Reuter is probably pretty decent against just a pure Yumi composition. Alright, so more culverins coming in. So 4 culverins, 5 actually, 5 culverins coming in over here, and he has actually got a decent mass of Reuters to protect those. It looks like yellow is gearing up to just make a few elephants or something. It looks like elephants will be in the
Wow.
Look, here comes 2 mahouts, and he probably will be training a few more because he
That's
did
kind of useless.
invest
Though.
quite a few
There's like
elephant
100
cards.
units. Like,
We can actually see how many Yumi he has. He's got 78.
80, I'm guessing.
Yeah, around 80, 78 plus 9 flaming
So-
arrows. Actually, the 4
This-
Bysterios left over somewhere.
These Reuters are going to go down like,
60
within
each.
seconds, and so will the Manhunts. Like, they just need.
You don't really. I mean,
It's hard, dude.
it's very odd how the.
There's just too much. Like, look at that. 2 Phelps just went down.
Yeah, but he's kind of bringing his Falks forward before taking out the flaming arrows with his culverin. It's a bit odd. Like,
This is kind of lame. Yumis are just ridiculous.
they're kind of ridiculous, sure. They do have the aura from the daimyo.
They're better than longbows, obviously, right?
He hasn't shipped the shogun just yet, I think.
Tokugawa.
Shogun Tokugawa.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Another castle trying to go up over here. Of course, the Indian player will have line of sight if that does go up. Kinesi has been on 3 TCs for a while. Look at the exact economic unit population. He's actually maxed out the 75. He's maxed out population. He's maxed out villagers. He's almost maxed out shrines. Just one more shrine. He's got 19 shrines
It's
and
kind of
one
bad
bank.
how India doesn't have any artillery units that counter infantry, really. Like, you know what I mean? Like long range artillery units.
He's got elephants, so that's fine.
Well, no, siege elephants don't.
No, he's got
you mean
Mahu.
Mahouts? Yeah, but I mean, like, if they had, like, something to replace, like, a falconet, like, you know how Japanese have, like, flaming arrows and, like,
Mm-hmm.
China have, like, whatever. It doesn't really have anything, so.
So
I
everyone
guess
just
that
playing the
was
boom
fun.
war at this point.
2 heavy cannons for Mage Killer.
These have been coming out from the 2 factories for quite a while. He set them to.
Look, that's really bad position of those heavy cannons. So they're just going to get, like...
No, he
some
will get
careful.
off volley. I think these flaming arrows are out of range at this point in time. Culverins might be able to do things. He's kind of firing them at the wrong units. Ideally, you want to move them forward until you have line of sight of all the flaming
That's
arrows
really
and kill
interesting.
them.
3 Howders versus Yumis. That's really weird. But honestly, why would you make
Sure,
Howders?
and this falconer is idling in the back over here for the purple player.
Actually, this fight's going a lot better than I thought it would. Honestly.
So yeah, so currently military unit population wise, these players,
Actually, I
aka
think
NATO, are doing
yeah.
really well.
Wow, the volleys.
Yep, all the
So I
flaming
think
arrows
all
are
the
down.
flaming arrows are down. Yeah. And there's still 1 Manhound. Yep. And both
Oh, it's
heavy
dead.
cannons are still alive with 5 culverins. Actually, I was pretty surprised by that outcome. I thought the Yumis were just... There's still a lot of Yumis there. I'd say like 50, so...
The
or
French
more.
team, aka the ones in the north side of the map, they are reinforcing pretty quickly. So there is that, and there are no flaming arrows, or well, there are a few arrow knights, but that's not going to hold up to this cannon mass, really.
Yeah. 3 Falcons again for.
They are field guns, so he has had the sense to upgrade them since he is in the 4th age.
I think there's another batch of 2 heavy cannons about to come out. One of them's come out a bit earlier, but the other one should join soon.
Yep.
So I think it's just going heavy cannons, Reuter and field guns, and then yellow's going sepoys and Mahouts, which is really good. Mahouts and honoured sepoys and Mahouts.
Yeah, the Reuters are still veterans. He upgraded. They still have not got the Carabinier Royal Guard upgrade.
But those Yumis actually are not doing as good as I thought. Well, they are, but like
yeah, heavy cannons are pretty good. Really good. But the Arrow Knights are just firing away on them.
Yeah. That being said, all heavy cannons are down. And Falconets about to die. Wow, those Arrow Knights are really good.
Arrow Knights plus Yumi do actually beat these very well. Culverin's kind of going to go down at this point. They're just moving very slowly. I mean, the moment he realized that his heavy cannons are going to go down, probably should have
mass.
just backed up and moved away.
But he shouldn't be putting those Reuters any closer.
They are Carabinier though.
So yeah, but they just go so quickly to Yumi. It's ridiculous. Like
the Eagle Runner Knights have not been upgraded. He's probably not really expecting that much cavalry. Mahout's coming in here.
No, those volleys.
Yeah, pretty good volleys. 5 Elephants Discipline Mahout. 1,375 HP, 0.3 range resistance, kind of Mamluks at this point in time. 7 population.
Those Arrow Knights look absolutely sick. Like when you zoom in, like they have like these weird things on their backs. They're pretty cool.
Sure. Where are they though? They'll be dead. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, Eagle Runners pretty good, but not good versus Dragoons. 5 Mayhouse coming in. Gonna get. That's a lot of Eagle Runners, but they're gonna go down. They're really good versus Mahouts though, Eagle Runners.
And Mahout's kind of probably going down in there in 2 volleys to these Yumi archers.
Well, French kind of stabilizing. I mean, they got a lot of reinforcing Yumis. Like that's like another 50 there. So
yeah, but I'm not sure if he's been training them from the daimyo. Possibly as maybe batches of 10.
Oh no, it's
Ashigaru. At this point in time.
Yeah, now they're pushing back the NATO team. So heavy cannons, more heavy cannons for what's it called, for Breeze.
It's interesting that
wow, Aztec buildings
elephants
look so nice. Like I've seen them a million times, but they just look pretty cool. Even
yeah, sure. Mahout's coming in here into melee, maybe tanking a bit.
Look at what they've done economically, because we've just been looking at the fight for like the last 20 minutes, but the scores are pretty there.
Yeah, Japan pulling ahead as Japan normally does.
Yeah, Daruga and Yellow are similar, and Age Killer is trying to keep up with Kinesi. But yeah, Japan is always going to be, you know, kind of like up by like 50 points. But,
yeah.
Wow, Eagle Runners look pretty cool. Champion Eagle Runners. Aztec units look so cool actually, like when they're upgraded to the champion.
Yeah, sure. So Mahou's haven't actually been very useful because there's just so much DPS coming in from the Yumi archers that they all could just die before they're actually reaching there. In my opinion, if you are going to be using Mahouts to tank a bit, then you do need some high damage dealers. Yeah, for example, these 2 heavy cannons. So the Mahouts would just keep everything in one place, and the heavy cannons would actually do things.
That Yumi mass, that's just crazy. Look how much there is.
Yeah, two flaming arrows over here, adding a bit of damage from the back. More Falconets coming
3
in from the Dutch
Mahouts,
player.
which is bad considering how much Eagle Runners there are. Like, yeah, just Mahouts aren't really that helpful now.
At this point in time, no. They do tank, and they do keep the army just firing in one spot, I suppose.
Look at that. That even the Eagle Runners are countering the sepoys at this point. Like,
yeah, both of them just laming the best unit that they can. So Yumi good against everything. Eagle Runners, no real counter to them. Bunch of lamers, this French team. Look at these walls.
Yeah, I don't know if you've played this game mode called Wallaceian, but
yeah,
Eagle Runner's kind of the best unit in that game mode.
There's kind of monster trucks in that game mode as well, so I'm not sure what you're on about.
Is there? I don't think there is.
If you
Once you hack.
You know, if you get to
Oh,
the
oh
end
no, no,
of
no,
the
sorry, yeah,
game.
if you get to like 1,000 coin, yeah.
Right.
No, I mean like the best at early on, really late,
Yep.
if you can mass them. But
There's quite a
anyway,
few villages over here, so if yellow, so there's 2 villages on this mine. Probably been mining mutually, peacefully
team
for a
improved all
while.
the infantry hit points. Who was that? Was that
That was from the Dutch player, so that will affect the
Okay.
sepoy and everything, and the Gurkha.
Well, the sepoy are really tanky. 400 hit points. That's really good. But
Discipline
I don't
Mahmoud
know.
kind of just going down over here.
Legendary Hussar score though, Ace game really pulling ahead, like not pulling ahead, but like he's catching up kind of
Yeah, so right
to
now the
Ganesi.
scores are kind of even, though of course the Japanese player is about 50 score ahead. He is probably
Yeah.
gearing up to get up to the 4th age. You can see his resources steadily approaching that amount. In fact,
You
he's
mean
going to
fifth?
the 5th age, yeah. So he's got about 4k food, 4k coin now. So I would expect him to start placing down a wonder. He has
That's
just
yeah.
yep.
And then Almond exalted Yumi
The Aztec player
yeah.
also did just send a team 1000 coin. So
Actually, no. I think if you
the
go to
wonder's going
H5,
up,
what's
yeah.
better, making H5 Yumi or H5 Ashi? So at that point, like, I guess he's got all the Yumi upgrades, so it's still better.
Yumi probably so bad. He's going to be aging with the Great Buddha, which does give him Naginata Riders, and also gives him free spies for a few seconds, basically. So he's basically got an ability which gives you line of sight.
Now,
Pretty
I don't
much
know why,
everything on the map
why
at
is he
this
making
point.
culverins? Dutch guy. Like, do they counter arrows?
Well, he's
No, they
he's
don't.
expecting flaming arrows, right? I don't know if there's any flaming arrows in queue.
Yeah, but he's
There
got
are
the
no
two
flaming arrows in
culverins, so
queue.
he shouldn't be making more than like 5. He's got like 8. Anyway,
Well, they all died, you see. She's just been preparing for the future. Actually, this fight going pretty well for the
NATO.
NATO, right? NATO.
Yeah. That being said, the Carabiners aren't really doing anything at the back. Like the purple, it's like 1v2 right now. Just the other guys fighting. The purple guys aren't doing anything.
There's actually been a few interesting raids going on over here from the red player, sitting in those honored Yamabushi. Probably trying to distract them from this fight over here, and of course, as we have noted, he is aging up to the 5th age, and we'll get those imperial
Yellow
upgrades
doesn't
soon.
notice. He's got consulate masks at his
Yeah,
consulate.
and so does the Dutch player. He's got a few idle Reuters over
Reuters. Yeah. As for a nice raid though here, I don't know if you can see my flares. Can you see my
Yeah.
flares?
there. I can see that. So, but the warriors being pretty OP will deal with it.
Not really. Actually, they got
They'll probably kill off a few villagers, though. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway, I think they should just both revolt.
No, your vault will be the worst option. Oh wow, look at these. These Naginata riders are coming in, but they don't show they're able to do much. They aren't even upgraded.
Yeah.
The Exalted Yumi Archer upgrade is coming in, 50% of the way done.
And that's like what 50% improved. Like when the improvements like by 50% when you're in the 5th age.
Yeah, from the base stats. Naginata riders,
Yeah.
oh, they're probably just here to try and raid a bit. Kind
They're
of
gonna
getting
get cleaned
caught.
up by the Reuters. They're pretty quickly.
Probably.
So. Yeah, these Yumis are now officially monsters.
Right. 49 in range attack, and all those multipliers. Yellow nowhere near to being aged up, I think.
I don't know why Breeze is making Reuters though. Like seriously, like exalted Yumis. I don't get it. Like
Yeah,
it's even like
Reuters.
better making skirms than Reuters. Like if you're gonna say it like that,
Perhaps.
they're just really weak compared to everything that the people are making right now. The French people, Reuters aren't countering any unit. Like they're practically useless right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to stop like cabs, you don't have to make like 50. You can make like 10 in the back.
Yeah, the thing is that if you do want to actually kill this combo with cavalry, you need to have them all upgraded. And you kind of have to make it a surprise. Because if you kind of just
Yeah.
show that you're making...
But he's had 40 minutes
Hussar,
by now.
then-
He should have upgraded that side by now.
well, either way, here
basically.
come
And
Champion Eagle Runner Knights, and Hussar wouldn't be able to do much anyway.
Why doesn't someone drop a saloon and just start making some mercenaries like
That'd be a bit odd.
Royal Jacket? What's that again?
Okay, so Basically, I just noticed that purple just tributed a bunch of resources to the yellow player. Yep, so yellow is trying to age up to the 5th age, which will help them a bit. He is aging up with the Karnimara, which will give him a nice eco boost, but they are being pushed back by all.
By
There's
like
basically an army composed entirely of ranged units. Shogun coming in as well, which will give them a nice hit point boost.
this is so lame. Like there's like 100 Yumi there, and like you can't actually stop this, right? Even if India goes age 5, what is he gonna do? Like,
Yeah, military unit population, I do believe, probably, I'm not too certain about this, but yeah, he's overpopped. The Aztec player is about at around 223 population, so he's basically sending in all the big button. Just make this push work.
in my opinion, it's GG. Just because now
Probably is, but
NATO's
these
come-
elephants might be able to do something. Well, no, not really, but they are elephants.
Well, they can actually because the Eagle Runners aren't really focusing them down. They're cleaning up all the aeronauts there, and now the Yumis are kind of not giving time, I guess, for India to age. India's Puma there on the Kanimar. They're gonna deny him from aging, yeah, and that's the GG.
Yep.
And the raid as well from the Jaguar Knights.
So GG then, game number 1, and I believe this is the best of 3. You tell me.
Yep, it is. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so best of 3
game 1.
going to the front side in Stronghold S-Class. So prestigious. No, probably
Yeah, they
not.
are.
Yeah.
There because when they were playing against Sweden, Noel mentioned that I'm pretty sure they're not.
I'm not even sure
NATO
Sweden's
is
S-Class.
No, Sweden's not. But he mentioned that NATO was.
Yeah, okay. Let's get out of the game. Well, we're going to look at the
Those
graphs.
are elite Pumas. Wow, 60 siege. That's pretty nice. Puma's like the best pike unit. I'm pretty sure. Out of like the pike, out of like the chain pike and the standard pikes and stuff.
The Indian player actually outboomed the Dutch player. So it's most resources for Japan, then India, then for Dutch, and the Aztec player is starting to boom better than the Dutch players were at the end. Anyway, coming out of the game right now, so we go to game number 2 in this best of 3. If they do host up.
And who's the host? It's a Breeze. Okay, no, it's Party DW. I'm just gonna tell them quickly. 1-0, 1-0, 2-3. Join.
Don't join the game until they've got everyone in the game, by the way. Because that needs to be TV beat.
Anyway, how much viewers do you have? Let me check.
About 80.
80 viewers. Wow, that's pretty nice.
It's decent.
It's decent. That's a lot for me because, well, I don't really stream, so my net can't handle it.
Okay, so losers pick the map.
The way you said that, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's spelled like that. Or
No, you are entirely wrong, and please stop spelling it that way. Please stop spelling it that way.
Wait, are you being serious? Like,
No, I'm serious, that is not how you spell it. There are no 2 O's in there.
losers.
Yes, there is 1 O in it.
That's really weird. Like, I've grown up in a fucking English speaking language. I can't even spell losers.
It's a common error on the internet.
That's weird. I've always thought it's spelled anyway.
So basically what happened last game was that they just let Japan get to age 5, and that was it. That's all they ever did to lose that game.
Can't play same Civ, right?
Surely, why are you asking them for the rules and everything? You should be well informed. If you're going to be asking questions like that, probably best if you just ask Hazza or something. Makes no sense to be asking the players. As a pseudo organizer here.
It is spelled like that. Never mind. Anyway,
You learn something new.
Has not applied. So, let's see. We can't on the Y. The first we can pick a map.
Are there any other matches to be played up this, or is this it? This best of 3.
BO3, and then we can just we'll see. I don't know. I haven't organised anything, but
Okay.
there's a lot of people online, like heaps, like Parsi, all the people in this lobby, and like a few more. So potentially we could cast if you're fine with that more. But unless you want to play or something, then I'm cool. I'd really like the series to go to 1-1 though. Are they asking me or like what? Oh no, never mind. Obviously not. They're asking the users.
You're just waiting for them to actually set up the game, get the civs and civ set up.
Well, I'll be right back. I just gotta get some medicine because my throat, it's really sore. So you can just talk for like a couple of minutes until I get back. Okay?
Okay. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to be reading through the Twitch chat, see if there's anything interesting. Probably not. Message Breach and Skype been telling me to me needs to stop making rotors. Romeo flaming me in the chat. What time is it now? It's 1:16 PM. Okay. Yep, so still waiting on them to decide on a map and probably the civilizations as well. I'm not sure if it's same civ. What the civ rules are like.
Okay. I'm back. Alright, I'm back. Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for Painted Desert. This one. I'll have to see whether this is the right map.
You okay?
No, I'm dead.
No, I'm saying okay.
Sound like you okay? Australians and their accents. It's all
No,
Australians.
probably because I was drinking water, so probably like...
Water, yeah. Australians drinking water. This is... Let me check whether I actually have Painted Desert. Aizamk. There's no Painted Desert.
Oh, by the way, Aizamk, where can I get the UI since you're the actual creator? I went on the UI 2.0 on the thread that you made, but there's no download button.
Yeah, well, there is a download button actually. It's not a button, but it's somewhere in the thread somewhere. There's download. Don't believe I actually have that map.
Right. Where would I get the thread though? Like, is it in tech support? Also, no user.
It's in the user created content. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it UI 2.0 update thread?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It says it's here, you have like 2 screenshots, a bunch of like words, and but like no one's posted they down it.
Not sure what's happening.
I can't get the UI actually, which is kind of oh well. I'll just get it after the games. If you can help me get it after the games, that'd be good, because it's a lot better having the UI. Anyway, are we ready?
Yep, he's chosen Arizona, since of course Painted Desert, the UI map does not exist, so they've gone for Arizona instead. Of course, the difference between this and Painted Desert, aside from the map layout, is that there are trading posts. There is a trading route, and there are, I believe, there's 4 trading post sites. At least that's in 1v1. Yeah, there's 4 in 1v1. I'm not really sure if there's more in 2v2. So everyone just deliberating at this point in time, deciding what civilizations to play.
I think Kines will go Dutch. That's the other civ he usually plays when he's not playing Japan, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and his Smurf account, so well, not Smurf anymore, but he does play Dutch a bit. Oh, he's going to be playing the British. Yeah,
oh,
he
yeah,
plays that as
never
well.
mind. I've seen him play Brits, like Longbow and Wall. I've seen him do that.
Yeah, ranged unit plus wall.
He
How
always
exciting.
Player 4 change civ. I was probably thinking I shouldn't be abusing him like that. Sabre is open. Anyway, are you still there? There you are, okay. What the hell? Hello?
No, I'm meant to be dead. What are you doing? My sound effects are not that great. Oh well.
No, I legit got scared. I thought like someone was choking or some shit.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm being legit. Like, imagine if that actually happens. Like, when you're Skyping someone, like, and that actually happens, that'd be pretty fake. Anyway, let's not think about that kind of stuff. Okay, so Ports, Brits, and French Brits. Aizamk Killer's best civ is probably the Ports. He's a pretty good player, but many players are Ports, in my opinion. So, let's see. Daruga, though, I can't say he's the best French player, but...
Yep, so everyone just switching up civs a bit for this second game is best of 3. Looks like the France team, aka player 1, player 2, Daruga and Kinesi, were playing France and British, French and British. Aizamk Killer playing Ports, and Legendary Hussar playing as British as well. So the difference...
So what now? So what now?
What accent is that supposed to be? Alright.
He's sometimes he was when we're Skyping, he's like, so what now?
Well, I've never actually heard him talk, so...
Oh, okay. Fair enough. He's pretty cool. Anyway. Just player 4 is probably just thinking...
Yep, so not
so not
quite a mirror over here. We do have actually a France.
And well, no, I mean like Brit now. Like they're wearing each other's Brits.
Yeah.
Who do you think's a better player in your opinion? Like, it's probably bad to say on the stream, but like Ace game or Kinesi, like in a team game. Like, I'm pretty sure Kinesis is a team.
Team
Or 1v1.
game. It's hard to say because I haven't actually played in Player 4 and team games that much. Most certainly
Basically,
haven't seen him play Fritz. But he's actually a decent player overall and pretty good, so I mean, it's hard to say. Because the main thing, I mean, Kinesi plays a very boomy defensive walling style.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, we'll see as we
yep,
get
so the
second.
score is currently 1-0 in favor of the French team.
Yep.
Of course, the other side being NATO, consisting of one guy from Turkey.
So before the game starts, it's Ports Brits, French Brits. So who do you think has the advantage? I mean, obviously the French and the Brits probably have the age to like.
Well, it depends probably
well.
how soon the port player can get out those long range 20
I've seen Breeze do some really weird stuff. Like me and him play
He's a weird guy.
a lot. Like me and him play every day pretty much when we play, and he sometimes like sends age 2 goons. I don't think he'll be doing it on a high level match, but he usually likes to play age 2 sometimes and just make Musk crossbow and like.
It's possible as well. I'm just curious to see how many villagers he's going to age up with. He is making a house. I mean, he might not actually have to know how to play this Civ actually if he's making a house.
Who?
The Portuguese player. He's making a house for some reason. Maybe he ages with 11. But if he ages with any more than 11, I think I can call the game right there.
Play with ports, so I wouldn't say he can't play this. I think
no, he can't play with ports if he ages with 10. Oh, he's got 11 villagers. Okay. If he ages with 12 or 13, then he's hopeless at this Civ. Utterly hopeless.
If I tell him that, he'll get pretty pissed. Like Breeze.
He's aging with 12. Nah.
Breeze.
Either way, French player making a trading post over here, as is expected. This was a 200 wood start,
treasure,
I think.
By the way, yeah, he stole the treasure.
Yep. Okay. Kinesi, and he will
63.
maybe kill the explorer.
No, he won't because the explorer's really close to his TC. He'll probably get away.
Possibly.
And the scout's probably going to run back if Daruga, yeah.
So hunting dog's coming in for the green player.
Either way, he's caught the treasure and killed majority of the XP of the explorer and sent him back. So it's denied scouting for the time. Anyway.
Yep.
Hunts are looking pretty fine for all players. Yep. The deer hunt's a bit far away for Daruga. The back one. A bit closer for the red player and the green player.
Pretty much negligible difference, really.
Yeah, he's still going actually. He didn't put villas in the TC, which is...
Yeah, I mean, you do get a little bit of idle time, and he has not yet aged up, so ideally you only ever want to put villages in the town centre. Maybe if the explorers, in transition, or if the explorer's on really low health, and maybe that 45 XP will actually help you somewhat. So the explorer will go down.
Yeah, but if you put like 10, it takes like 2 shots, and like he'll run back. Like,
yeah, but you're wasting a lot of idle.
A lot of idle time. I'll take that back actually. Yeah. Wow, 300 wood for Breeze. That's
possibly staying age 2 then.
Like I said, this kid's quite a funky person. Anyway, 300 wood. Probably going for a TP because he's got his explorers doing it. And it's probably aging up. I don't know the UI, but
yeah. What's interesting for me to note will be where he actually decides to place his second town center. This is a team game, so I'm not sure if you can actually afford to have it too forward as I might in 1v1.
Well, Daruga's playing very standard, going for the market, probably in transition, getting his upgrades, probably having a cav semi. But that being said,
this is a team game. It's very difficult to predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, true. I think they'll just adapt to whatever the other players are doing.
I mean, the meta is not quite as set as it is, perhaps, for 1v1.
Yeah, where's Canadian? I'm interested to see what he's doing, because that guy's usually a bit, plays a bit weird.
No walls just yet. Of course, he is spreading out his mana houses for line of sight.
Another TP for a Breeze. I want to see if he...
Yep, some more trading posts going down.
Yeah, he's got age 2. He's got age 2 goons in his deck. Doesn't mean he'll send it, but it's always there. Which I don't know if it's worth it though. I mean, you're kind of wasting a shipment. But then again, he's got 2 TPs, so he's going to have an extra shipment anyway ready. So.
Yep, so Age of Killer is going to get up to the next stage first. He is having his Explorer meleeed by Dairoga's.
Now we can see where this Town Center's going a bit forward.
Yep, it looks like he's just going to be slightly defensive. It's a very odd location because most of the time I'd prefer to put it near a gold mine.
A tiny bit to the right near that gold mine. I mean, now that gold mine's not safe, and nor is the other one to the left. He hasn't secured any of the gold mines.
Yep, so ideally you want to put it next to a gold mine. In my opinion anyway.
Well, no, that's probably agreed by everyone.
Not necessarily.
Bit bad placement, but I mean, because that hunt's gonna kind of like run out. I don't know if he's saying lol to me.
No, well, basically his Explorer over here is being attacked. It is probably going to go down, so there's that.
Yeah. Coyote, Fang the Tam Coyote's going to go down as well, though. Oh no, he won't actually. Wow, because there's
just 0 out of 54 HP.
0 HP.
80 food kind of being picked up by the green player. Everyone getting steel traps, steel traps.
Though, no buildings, military buildings so far. It's got the outpost though, so probably going to build the racks up there. Yep. And
4 CDB coming in for the French player. Backs, of course, as you mentioned, coming up over here.
Breeze has no military buildings up. Brits.
Yeah, he just did ship 700 coins, so it looks like he is probably going to be going up to the next stage. He is at around 1k food and 1k coin. And he will have these 2 trading posts for shipment spam.
I thought that was a livestock pen for a second. I was like, what the hell? No, it's just a stable.
It's a rotated stable, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're kind of waiting over here on the 4th trading post to try and get it up. Probably as soon as his 700 wood arrives.
So Kanisi though,
Yep,
double racks.
Comes.
So 700 wood just arrived for... Who was that? Was that French? Yep, 5 hussars coming out. Gonna hopefully do some raiding. Nothing. Okay, he's got like 10 musks here at his base. 8 or something. Yeah, 8 musks. 7.
Yep, 7 musketeers.
Just defending his fills probably.
It's got 2 barracks over here, but no military units just yet. Looks like there's going to be a batch of 3+2.
Which is always good.
Sure. So the Portuguese player opens up to the next age, and he has got the stable over here.
Would you siege with cavalry like this, or would you rather raid?
I think it's fine to siege that down.
I mean, yeah. Well, he's working on this one as well, but he's going to get pushed back because there's significantly more musks there.
Yeah, so it looks like blue is actually going to split up about 3 hussar to try and raid, while the other 2 continue sieging. So these 2 forward town centers actually very close to each other. Of course, this one being a bit close.
More cav just came in to help siege.
Yeah,
yeah, that's this. In my opinion, he should have put his second one maybe there, if not here. I would have liked his second one here actually. Like,
it's difficult to say because this one over here is next to a gold mine, but at the same time is not really near to anything else. Like perhaps it would be near to the trees, but ideally it wants to be next to any gold mine plus hunts. Because your villagers will be coming out. Yep, so your villagers are just coming out of there.
Yeah.
We'll be getting to the best resources as fast as possible.
So, Breeze just got 5 dragoons from a shipment and made 2.
Yep.
And Green's got like 15 musks, 20 musks there.
Interesting to note that the French player actually sent Economic Theory as his 4th card. He is trying to age up, I do believe.
I don't know really what AC game kind of intends to do. Like, is he aging?
I don't know. Anyway, Green's kind of caught out position. He's getting double teamed by the Hussar and the Musketeers. The Dragoons only just now coming in over here to help defend from that.
Dragoons are going to do.
They didn't even kill 1 Hussar. They left it on 3 HP. So that was pretty good for the French team actually.
Yeah, and longbows now, which are exactly what they need to counter these dragoons.
Yeah, even so they counter both dragoons and musketeers.
That being said, the longbows are doing pretty good damage. Anyway, more musks. He only got like a batch of like Is that 2-2? Yeah.
No idea, but either way, Dairoga up to the next stage in maybe a few more seconds, say 20 or so. Well, probably like 10 actually, because he's 75% of the way up with the Exalt Prince. So,
In my opinion, right now it's definitely in favour for French because they've now taken down both TPs and Blues rebuilt like 3.
you have to remember though that this is Aizamk patch, and there are 3 town centres working for the Portuguese player, with villagers costing 80 food each. Though, yeah, as you did mention, these trading posts, the trading post line is completely dominated
He's
by
got 4
blue
now.
player.
He's
Yeah,
got 4 trade posts.
and I do expect
if he
Stagecoach to be coming in pretty
Yeah.
soon.
which is what 4, 8, 12, 16 more vills to French's economy.
Supposedly,
and now,
if you want to believe H2O. If you want to believe him.
yeah. Well,
So Stagecoach
actually
just
done-
has arrived.
I've done calculations though, and it does seem like about 3. I personally think it's about 3 vills on each for each thing on Stagecoach, because like 400 resources, and like this thing takes like 45 seconds ish to pass all the way through. So you get like 45 seconds for 400 resources. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So 2 Falconets coming in from the blue player. He might want to push in. I mean, might be wanting to push in at this point.
Yeah, he doesn't have any Raxes up though, so he's just gonna go Dragoons.
Yeah, he's just got Dragoons in queue from the stable. It's a bit odd that they're all just running this entire distance.
His base is really
Yeah, I mean, I guess now that he's got the
Undeveloped.
Stagecoach upgrade, he will be spreading out a bit more with his military production facilities. It's got 100 wood now.
Anyway.
so-
I think they could raid here. Like these vills are pretty. They're not. Well, you can't be exposed, but
You can't be expecting them to teleport across. Like, before he actually gets around to this side of the map, he's going to run past the line and start this market.
yeah.
They aren't really exposed. Like, if you had said they were hunting over here, then maybe they'd been exposed, but these vills aren't really
Yeah.
exposed.
Then again, they're not exposed. Actually, that was a bad comment. But Musk's goons, huge longbow mass. Not huge, but like
Yeah.
there's a.
Well, they're acting on the 320 XP treasure at this point. Trying to get that XP boost.
I mean, longbows kind of counter.
Yeah, so nothing in this composition for the French, well, for the NATO side. They don't have anything which really counters longbowmen. There is a bit of lag,
Oh,
lag spike.
yeah, it's frozen.
Frozen, yeah. Yeah, looks like it's unfrozen. Possibly. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. Probably lost connection for a while. 4 hussars basically going down for free from the.
He got the stagecoach. Oh no, he got that
right.
age to go on one of that. So he's going Hussar Masks by the looks of it. Green still is age 2, but so is Kinesi.
Yep.
That being said, Kinesi is kind of making more, in my opinion, better units because he can now counter these dragoons from ports. And I don't know why some idle looks here. I don't know. 2 Falcons, 2 organ guns coming out for yellow.
Right.
Can you tell me, do you know what the villager population is for yellow? I don't have to.
So currently, economic population. So it's 50 for the Portuguese player, yellow. 49 for green. 31 CDB for France, plus the 4 TPs, of course. So it's probably about even with those, and 50 for Kinesi. So actually,
all even.
kind of even, yeah. Plus minus 5 vills, maybe.
Don't forget these are 3 TCs though, so overall I think port's kind of.
He is kind of running out of natural resources. He does just have these 2 hunts, and then perhaps there's a 2,000 going mine.
Not that one, sorry, this one here.
Yep.
It went away.
Either way, there is a fight going on, and longbowmen just
Yeah.
doing tons of damage over here. I'm not even sure the organ guns will be able to do that much damage, because these falconets will probably take them out. Yeah, so they're moving into position. The organ guns going the wrong way. They're even packing up. I do believe they will go down.
Breeze's dragoons weren't doing anything that whole fight. Like they were just running around getting picked off by the longbows. So
Yeah.
this is actually.
Interestingly
say
enough, the
early.
falconet does seem to be going down. And
Do you
then
reckon
these
this
orc guns can do a
game-
bit of damage.
It's a bit no, it's a bit early to say GG, but like,
Yeah, it's a bit
really
too early to
it's-
say.
but it is favoured, I think, right now for French.
Yeah, the organ gun's still alive, adding a bit of damage, but it will go down pretty soon.
So does
And the-
Kinesi just
and the
always make
longbowman
range
just standing.
games, like, he loves them, obviously.
Yeah, well, what's the best unit you can make with walls? It's not going to be a melee unit.
Yeah, obviously, but like, even when he's pushing, like, he just loves his.
At this point, though, NATO being severely outmassed, 69
Why is
military
Age
population
Killer's
versus 20.
score so low if he's got like equal economy to Kinesi?
Well, not too sure, to be honest.
Like he's got one of the lowest, but look at the score. This is pretty much because
Yeah,
of
lots
the
of
constant
longbowmen coming
pressure.
in, so longbowman dragoon is actually a pretty fearsome combination. There's
Masks are really useless versus dragoons and.
Yep, and you can't make hussar either, so basically nothing. Well,
They
he
can
could
make-
try. He could try mass longbowman as well, but he can't really outmass
And-
this
And
longbowman
equally, what
mass.
can Breeze do? Like to stop. I mean, Breeze needs like well, dragoons are useless.
Yeah,
Castle
dragoons are
walls,
kind of useless.
You need like a big mass. So
Perhaps if you had an
Really
artillery
good
foundry and spam some organ guns with 1k coin,
Ooh,
or
Mamluk
alternatively, if he somehow did Cassador plus Mamluk, possibly.
Mamluks just came out, yeah. But there's still enough. No, not enough dragoons there actually.
Lots of villagers
Because
going down. 6 longbowmen coming out, desperately trying to save the game here.
If they can clean up the dragoons, the blue ones, which they will obviously, with Minutemen, if the Minutemen pop. I don't
You'd
think,
be lucky, I don't think so. Here do come 4 Mamluks. There is a pretty sizable dragoon mass still left alive though.
yeah, I didn't see the one from the back.
Villagers
actually.
coming in, back to town centre, possibly trying to tank a bit.
Nah, look at that though. Look at the score.
Longbowmen going
for
down.
Green. He's lost so many vills.
Kinesi up to the next stage as well.
Yeah, this is.
It is looking pretty grim. The green player has not been able to gather for quite a while. 8 longbowmen, which were
animation.
previously idled on this hunt, are going to be able to attack them.
This is GG in my opinion. Like Green's dead. Like he's got nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here comes a GG, and that does mean that this game will be 2-0. And so the series will go to the French team.
So
Not a single wall made this game, interestingly enough.
Yep, that's pretty nice considering it's Kinesi. Anyway, I'm just gonna quickly ask Diary if he wants to do anything else while we're still streaming. Like, so that is.
So Portuguese player actually having the lowest economy throughout.
Diary wants best of 5.